Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Richard here with Rich Works DIY. It's the start of day 2. Last night we ended with pulling out that foam that my wife had put in there to keep raccoons from getting into the attic. Got that pulled out. If you see that dip in the roof deck, that was already there. That's the rot that was already there, and that's what the raccoons had eaten through to be able to get into the attic to begin with. So that's where we ended the video last night with our update. Was looking at that. Today we're going to start this morning with tearing out shingles to see just how far up I need to take that decking off and replace. So this is what I'm looking at getting started on this morning. Removing the shingles out in this area until I get to good decking. There's where the foam is at. This is what you've been seeing from the other side where I've been working. How that's all rotted out. Haven't done anything to that except for just pull on it. It's pulled loose. I've removed most of the shingles that I'm going to need to remove. I need to cut this off. Right here is where rafter is, but I need to come back to the next rafter, which is further back here, somewhere in here. Anyway, so I didn't want to get to where I leave any of this rot on here, so I want to cut back into here. I'm at my kind of midpoint. I've gotten the decking taken out to where I want to have it taken out here on this side. So I'll replace that. About to make a Home Depot run. Get me some 2x6s for my rafters to replace those. Give me some 2x4s. Still gonna take a piece of this out, but until I can get this little temporary scaffolding in where I can stand over there, I don't know how far up I'm gonna need to go with that one yet. Then I have all the shingles to do. So gotta buy shingles today. And then, I don't know if I'm gonna replace, this hip is awful, but I think it's still watertight, except for down here at the bottom. But I'm afraid that every one of these I mess with is going to harm the one above it. So I may try to squeeze in, just cut a piece of shingle and squeeze it in, very end right there where that last hip is. It's got a crack in it. So anyway, catch back up with you in a little bit. I've got to figure out how to get that 2x6 loose. Got a bunch of nails in it, but rotten on this end. Both of these, there's two of them here. And I think there's a rafter that comes down and stops right behind where these are nailed in. And then there's another one on the other side of this one that continues down. So if I can get this one off from those nails, then I should be able to rebuild this based on this template and put it back up there to butt up against the rafter that comes down from up in the attic. It stops right in there. So I got that rafter out. I was able to take each one of those nails out. It was not easy, but I got it done. Now I'm seeing that I got some pretty substantial rot on these boards in here. Well, that's the styrofoam, but this board here looks like it needs to be replaced. Have no idea how I'm going to get to it. I can look in the attic from inside the attic and see if I can get to it. I may not be able to get to that. I don't know what I'm going to do. Anyway, this doesn't look too bad. And that's where I ended my video for day 2. I kept working on different things, but then at the evening it started getting dark. I had to get tarps up. Just forgot to video, but we'll see you on day 3. Thanks for watching, everyone.